Hey, I'm Kath, Head of Creative and Social at Web Profits, and today I'll be outlining the core considerations to keep in mind before developing your next killer creative campaign concept. Ever asked the question, why didn't I think of that? It's so simple. I have, and unless you're asleep through 2015's Ice Bucket Challenge or Spotify's User Data Crunch extravaganza, I'm certain you have too. So what considerations go into developing a killer creative campaign concept that resonates at mass scale? Today, I'll share what you'll need to factor into the next creative campaign you piece together for your brand and how to go about achieving the best result possible for your underlying business goals. Bear with me, there are 7 coming your way. Number 1, set your campaign objective and keep your eye on the target. Without a goal, you simply can't score. It's one of my favourite statements. I've said it before, but it doesn't make it any less true. Identify what success will look like for your creative campaign, understand the milestones required to hit it, and you're ready, shoulders above most. 2, clearly define your brand position and tone of voice and stay true to it. There are many players across various industries doing and saying the same thing in the same way. In my opinion, there's nothing less appealing or ineffective than a brand posing as something they're not, unless that's a creative angle you're taking with purpose. My advice? Research your respective industry landscape and audit what your competitors are doing for 2 reasons. 1, to better understand the status quo or benchmark of what's already being done, and 2, to identify gaps in the market where your brand personality can speak volumes of your product or service in new and refreshing ways. 3, know your target market. Who are they? What are their pain points? And how does your product or service speak to their key motivators? Knowing this will ensure the underlying crux of your campaign concept resonates with who you want it to during and hopefully after your creative campaign's ended. 4, review what you've done in the past and reflect on why it was or wasn't successful. Your own data will often tell you much of what you need to know about what interests your target audience and what doesn't. Build on these learnings, uncover their reasoning, and keep iterating with every creative campaign you move forward with. Number 5, develop and stand by a direct call to action. Not only will this help navigate your campaign messaging and complementing campaign collateral, this CTA will most likely also be the main success metric being measured across your overall campaign. For example, a competition asking users to share product-related imagery via a campaign hashtag will be the direct CTA and essentially the primary success metric measured. From my experience, often the simplest call to action is the most effective in achieving mass traction with maximum impact. Don't ask too much of your audience and make sure what you do ask for aligns with your brand identity and purpose. Number 6, understand how your creative campaign will resonate at various stages of the funnel. It's my firm belief, and has been for some time now, that multiple paid and organic channels are needed to run a successful creative campaign to ensure the desired message remains front of mind. Customizing your campaign message and accompanying call to action to suit where your users are within the funnel is essentially not only reaching new or existing audiences, but in retaining ongoing traction after your creative campaign has ended. And finally, number 7, set a media plan, but make sure it's fluid. Hand in hand with custom funnel-based messaging, it's important to also know which channels, digital or otherwise, are effectively reaching your target audience and in the most cost-effective way. You should be reviewing the performance of these channels on a daily basis, ensuring the investment made across each can move and shift based on real-time results. Attribution, of course, should be factored into this decision-making process, and if you've clearly understood how each channel will interact with users in their funnel journey, then the focus of your campaign budgeting should be clear. And on that note, I hope this update has helped in the planning of your next creative campaign. I'd be keen to hear what additional considerations you'd recommend in the comments section below. Chat soon.